Hi, young India. Hope you are having a good time. Are you dreaming big? Thinking of creating jobs rather than getting a job? By starting your own business? Then give me just 13 minutes. I will show you, in easy and simple steps, how to start your business startup in India, and how to get all the help and handholding that you deserve. No fibbing. Trust me. The first step is to generate a business idea that is unique and innovative, but practical at the same time, which can fulfill a market need, either not met so far or not adequately addressed. The idea must be scalable in business volume quickly. It must be brainstormed with experts, associates, and friends, and tested with potential customers through quick but systematic market research. In order to get good business ideas, you should visit this great website, Startup India, of the Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade of Government of India. Click on the Startup Idea Bank under the Resources submenu on the website. You will get a whole lot of product and process ideas to solve existing problems, with elaboration for each on nature of problem, what is being done currently, what you can do and whom to approach to take the idea further. Then you can visit the Startup Showcase, which is part of the Startup India website, at this URL. The showcase gives you details of case studies of products and processes of successful startups. This will give you a very good idea of what kinds of startup ideas have been launched already. Just a couple of exciting examples of what people are doing. This one is for converting paddy straw to some useful product. And this one is a nifty app for precision parking in crowded parking lots. Hope these examples inspire you to come up with your own great product ideas. You need a legally established business entity, which can be one of these 5 structures, namely proprietorship, partnership, limited liability partnership, or LLP, private limited company, and public limited company. You can decide on a structure that best suits you. There are lots of resources on the web discussing the advantages and disadvantages of each. You can check them out. And you need to decide on the name of the business that reflects the character of its activities, products, and services. For proprietorship, no formal approval by any authority is required. It only needs obtaining a permanent account number or PAN for the proprietor, opening a bank account in the name of the business, a certificate of registration under the Shop and Establishment Act of the respective state, and GST, or Goods and Services Tax registration. But this structure is not recommended as it is not recognized by Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade or DPIIT. It is also difficult for a proprietorship to obtain external funding. As for a partnership firm, it needs to be registered with the Registrar of Firms in the state in which the firm is situated, just by submitting a partnership deed and copies of PAN cards of the partners. A partnership deed is the agreement between the partners in which rights, duties, profits, shares, and other obligations of each partner are mentioned. But for LLP firm or private or public limited company, you need to register the firm or company by filing an application online with Ministry of Corporate Affairs or MCA. The founders are then required to make an application for a Director Identification Number or DIN, a Digital Signature Certificate or DSC, and reserve the company name using the Reserve Unique Name or RUN service, which is part of MCA. Thereafter, the incorporation forms, including the simplified pro forma for incorporating company electronically plus or SPICE plus, are submitted online through the MCA portal to the Registrar of Companies or ROC. In the case of a private or public limited company, EMOA or Electronic Memorandum of Association and EAOA or Electronic Articles of Association must be filed online on MCA portal as a linked form with SPICE plus. Memorandum represents the charter of the company, while Articles of Association contain the internal rules and regulations of the company. For these 2 categories, there are also different additional requirements on minimum number of shareholders, directors, and minimum paid-up share capital. After approval, ROC issues the Certificate of Incorporation, which gives the company its own legal status. Then you must obtain a business bank account. The Permanent Account Number or PAN, a Tax Deduction and Collection Account Number or TAN, and GST registration are to be obtained from the Income Tax Department. You can also apply for companies' PAN and TAN through the SPICE Plus form itself. You can either do all of this yourself or seek the help of a professional chartered accountant, known or recommended to you. A shop and establishment license must be obtained from the local state government authority. Depending on the number of employees that you plan to have, you must comply with labor laws prevalent in your state or union territory. Please find out what these are. If you are going to have any manufacturing activity, you must obtain clearance from local pollution control board. If you need high-tension electricity for your proposed business, you must apply for it with the State Electricity Board. We hope you are enjoying this video, brought to you by the Unknown India channel that tells you all about India, that is Bharat, that you did not know. Please like this video, share it with your contacts, subscribe to the channel if not done already, and hit the bell icon to be notified of new videos. Why and how should you register for recognition by Startup India scheme of DPIIT? Important question. Before we try to answer that, let us first answer the question, what is a startup according to DPIIT guidelines? It should be a partnership, LLP, private or public limited company, which is not older than 10 years from its date of incorporation or registration. Its turnover in any financial year since inception should not have exceeded rupees 100 crores. Any entity formed by splitting up or amalgamation or reconstruction of an already existing business will not be considered a startup. It should be working towards innovation, development, or improvement of products, processes, or services with a scalable business model and with high potential for employment generation or wealth creation. Let us now look at why you should register for recognition. Recognized startups can enjoy a range of benefits. First, on intellectual property rights, or IPR. Because you must first protect your business idea. Patent applications of recognized startups are fast-tracked for examination and disposal. Also, there is an 80% rebate on filing fees. For trademark filing, there is a 50% rebate. Further, experienced facilitators provide valuable help in preparing the IP applications. The second most important issue for a startup is funding. DPIIT has initiated the Startup India Seed Fund Scheme with an outlay of nearly rupees 1,000 crores. This fund aims to provide financial assistance to startups for proof of concept, prototype development, product trials, market entry, and commercialization. This would enable these startups to graduate to a level where they will be able to raise investments from angel investors or venture capitalists, or seek loans from commercial banks or financial institutions. To provide equity funding support, the government has set aside rupees 10,000 crores as a fund of funds, administered through SIDBI or Small Industries Development Bank of India by contributing 1/3 of the capital of venture funds registered with Securities Exchange Board of India, or SEBI, who contribute the other 2/3. DPIIT has also established a credit guarantee scheme for startups for providing credit guarantees to loans issued by scheduled commercial banks, non-banking financial companies, and alternate investment funds registered with SEBI. Thirdly, a lot of help and handholding are provided through training and development, networking opportunities, and free services, which are all very valuable in the initial stages of a startup. To guide budding entrepreneurs through the journey of their startup venture, Upgrad offers, in collaboration with Invest India, a free 4 weeks program up by 40+ top Indian founders on the key areas of starting. Language options of English and Hindi are available. On completion, of course, a certificate is also provided. Link to the program webpage is shown on your screen and also in the description below. Startup Shala is a unique initiative. It is a 3-month-long accelerator program by Startup India for early-stage startups to provide them access to knowledge, network, funds, or guidance required to scale up. One-on-one mentorship is provided for 12 to 15 hours by domain experts and leaders to each startup selected for the program. Special programs are available for priority help and guidance for women entrepreneurs. The MARG Mentorship Schemes portal for mentorship, advisory, assistance, resilience, and growth of startups is a one-stop platform for facilitation and guidance across all sectors, functions, stages, and geographies. Bharat Startup Knowledge Access Registry, BASCAR, is envisioned as a one-stop digital platform where diverse startup ecosystem stakeholders can seamlessly connect and collaborate, catalyzing the growth and success of the startup ecosystem across India. By providing a comprehensive platform for connection, knowledge sharing, and searchability, BASCAR aspires to empower entrepreneurs and ecosystem stakeholders at every stage of their journey. The Startup India portal provides opportunities for networking with all members of the startup ecosystem, such as investors, mentors, incubators, accelerators, government bodies, domain experts and leaders, other startups, etc. The platform has discussion forums and one-to-one messaging to get valuable advice and insights on various issues. Startup India offers, in collaboration with leading corporates and others, services such as office space, legal and banking support, app building, cloud credits, cloud telephony, etc., completely free of cost. regulatory burden has been reduced on DPIIT-recognized startups, thereby allowing them to focus on their core business and keep compliance costs low. For example, startups are allowed to self-certify their compliance under 9 labor and 3 environment laws for a period of 3 to 5 years from the date of incorporation. Government of India has authorized its ministries, departments, and public sector undertakings to relax norms in all public procurements from DPIIT-recognized startups, such as exemptions on earnest money deposit, prior turnover, and prior experience. They can now get listed as sellers on the Government of India's largest e-procurement portal, Government e-Marketplace. GM Startup Runway is a unique concept initiated by Government e-Marketplace in partnership with Startup India to promote entrepreneurship through innovation. This program is an opportunity for agile and lean startups to reach out to the universe of government buyers by offering products and services that are unique in concept, design, process, and functionality through the Startup Runway Corner. DPIIT-recognized startups can also become preferred bidders on central public procurement portals like eProcure and eTenders, which see over 2 lakh tenders every year. Startup India also enables global market access and knowledge exchange for Indian startups through bilateral government collaborations. Commonly referred to as startup bridges, it enables startups, investors, incubators, accelerators, and aspiring entrepreneurs of both countries to connect with each other by providing them with resources to expand and become globalized startups. Salient features include knowledge exchange, networking opportunities, hosting joint programs, and capacity building platform. Several tax exemptions and relaxations are available for DPIIT-recognized startups. The more significant ones among these are 100% income tax exemption on profits earned for 3 years, deferred deduction in respect of income pertaining to employee stock option, relaxation for carry forward and cede-off of loss by startup, GST exemptions on services provided by an incubatee. Are you amazed by the huge benefits offered by Startup India and wonder how to apply for recognition to avail them? It is really simple and easy. Visit the National Single Window System, or NSWS, as per link shown and also given in description below. To apply, create an account on NSWS and add the form Registration as a Startup under Central Approvals. Minimum documents are required, such as proof of legal existence of entity, permanent account, number or PAN, brief of business, details of directors or partners of the business, and the digital signature certificate or DSC of the director or partner or authorized signatory applying on behalf of the entity. You can track the progress of approval process on your application at this portal itself. Typically, it takes just 2 working days for a properly submitted application to be approved. Alternately, you can apply through the Startup India portal too. So to sum up, if you have a good business idea for a product or service offering that will add considerable value, if you follow all the steps we have outlined in this video, and if you take advantage of all the benefits that Startup India has to offer, then your startup will definitely achieve great success. Good luck with your startup. All useful and important web URL links referred to in this video are provided in the description below. If you found this video on starting a startup in India useful, please share it with all your aspiring young entrepreneur friends, relatives, and contacts.